Hi everyone, Corey here with Team Cramer Fishing. Before this video starts, I just want to give a little bit of background and a little shout out to the fishing community in general. This is my second catch and cook video, and it's another trout ice fishing video. And I showed up at the lake. I only had about an hour or so to fish, and it was a warm day, and there were only about 3 people fishing on the lake, and one guy was packing up, and as I was getting out, I asked him, how the fishing was going, and he told me what he was catching stuff on, and I just happened to mention that I thought I might have a couple waxworms left in my bag, but most of them were dead, and he immediately gave me a whole bunch of waxworms to fish with, and that's what I ended up catching these fish with. Then I went out on the lake, and Ryan was there from Hawkeye Bassin. If you haven't checked out his channel yet, it's over on the left-hand side of my screen here. He, in terms of YouTube fishermen in the state of Iowa, he's hands down putting out the best content, the most consistent content that's out there right now in the state. So you definitely want to check that out. He was there fishing. I said hi to him. He let me know, how the fish bite was going, where the fish were. The bite kind of died down after I got there. That's kind of how it goes sometimes. But this was just a great video. Another fisherman wasn't keeping his fish, but one of the trout had swallowed the hook, so he gave me one of his fish. And it was just, some pretty good overall camaraderie for the day. I'm usually fishing by myself or fishing with Vivian and the family, so this was a nice change to just kind of kick back on a warm day. The ice was melting. Ice is basically unsafe at this point by the time this video comes out. So one of the last ice fishing outings of the year. And then I also want to give a shout out to Steve at Key West Kayak. His link is also over on the left-hand side of the screen for kind of the inspiration for the catch and cooks that I've been doing. He has a ton of great content, a bunch of catch and cooks that are really, sort of the style of this, of cooking food that you're actually going to eat. You're not like necessarily making something just for the camera. It's like, here's what I caught and here's how I'm actually going to eat it tonight. So if you haven't checked out his channel yet, definitely check it out. It's super great. So that's about it. The goal of this catch and cook was, my wife doesn't really like to pick through bones when she's eating fish, so I was trying to come up with something that that she could still eat the fish but not have to deal with the bones. So, and then this is what I came up with. Hope you liked the video. Drop a comment. Thanks for watching. Here we go.
Catch one yet?
I had a bite over there, but I didn't get it.
Yeah, I caught one since I talked to you, but I've had a lot of lookers. They just haven't really been taken.
Slowing down a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be more patient then. At least it's nice out.
Yeah,
I don't have a hut.
But I had the dog with me.
I don't have a hut, so I came out here one day and it was like 7 degrees and the wind was blowing a little bit more than it was. And it lasted about an hour, and I was like, okay, I'm putting like a 20-degree limit before I come out here.
I was caught your YouTube channel and said, hey, yeah, nice.
There's one.
There you go.
Finally. Ooh, he almost went back in.
Yeah,
He's a little one.
say hi, but I seen you buzzing around that. I didn't want to. No, it's fine. That works off your phone, huh?
Yeah, it's returning. I didn't know where it was. I was way over there when it was house. You can just click return to home, and it'll fly right back to your stuff.
Finally got one. I think they just swim along the shore and just do laps, Sometimes they get caught up in like a corner, but
Usually down there in that. But I think I'm at 23 now, so I caught a ton, right? And it was right away, and then I caught like one going on half hour. I was flying there. I brought my dog with me. He's been running all over, breaking my stuff. So.
Try having a 7-year-old girl with you.
That'll make a good
I'm just glad I didn't get skunked this afternoon. I let a couple this small go yesterday, but I think I'm just gonna keep them. Oh, damn it. Oh, that is a nice one. A little warm out here today, guys. That is really my personal best rainbow right there. All right, folks, what we are going to make tonight are some fish cakes with trout, and I base this. This is the first time I'm making this. Heather doesn't like to pick through bones on our fish very much, so what I'm going to try to do is make some, and we like to eat crab cakes on top of our salad sometimes, so I'm going to try to take these trout and make a fish cake, kind of like a crab cake, but where I've already taken all the bones out of the trout, and we'll see if she likes it. We'll see if it tastes good. So I have some water that I'm starting to bring up to a simmer, bay leaf, just tossed in a little bit of lemon juice. I'm going to put a little bit of dill in here too, just a little bit, just to deepen the flavor a little bit. And then I'm just gonna set the trout in. I might turn this up until it comes up to a boil. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna poach these in some white wine, which I'm gonna grab right now and top up with the white wine. Okay, this is a Pinot Grigio, and I'm gonna fill this all the way up, and I might add just a touch more water to make sure that the fish are covered here. Okay, so now we have just enough water to cover the fish, and I'm going to bring this up to a simmer. Shouldn't take too long. I'm not gonna let it boil really like a really heavy boil, just a simmer until the fish is cooked, and then I'm gonna take out the fish and take all the meat off of the bones, and that's the meat that we're gonna use for the fish cakes. Okay, I did salt this water too, by the way. After about 10 minutes or so, I'm going to take these out. Just make sure. Okay, yeah, that looks just about perfect on that one. Okay, I'll take these out, and then I'm going to try to collect the meat here for my fish cakes. Right, so what I want to do is separate the meat from the bones. And it should just come off nice and easy like that. I'm gonna try not to miss any bones, since that's kind of my goal here. You know, might not be perfect, but we're gonna try. So I just go and take my fork and try to go right along with the bones there. So I don't think. Okay, and then when I go along the top, they kind of run the other way, so same idea, but we're just gonna go, looks like I missed one, these little guys out. I try to just peek, make sure I don't see any sticking up. Okay, then we can try to just give it a shake. Carefully lift it out. Then we get all these guys, and then you can go in, and if you see a couple hanging out, still, I don't think I see any more. Just take that whole thing. There's one. All right, and then I'm just gonna mix all this stuff up. And we'll start putting together our fish cake mixture. All right, folks, here we are with our ingredients. I'm not going by a recipe here. I'm just gonna kind of do this on the fly, and one last look to see if I see any fins or bones. Got a couple of them there. Try to get all the big ones out. There we go. I knew there was another fin in there somewhere. Okay. And I'll just talk about the ingredients as I put each one in. First, we're going to put some chopped bell peppers. These are orange. They can be probably any color. That looks like enough, probably. Then we're going to do some crushed up crackers. These are club cracker. Next, we'll do a little bit of salt. Just a little bit. Then let's get this mixed in. Okay. Then a little Worcestershire. Just a dab. And then a little bit of ground mustard, and actually that's probably enough, maybe just a little bit more. A little squeeze. And then quite a bit of, I'm using chipotle mayo just to give it a little kick. And I'm gonna put, that's probably enough. All right, next, a little bit of Old Bay. Just sprinkle, there we go. And just a tiny bit of granulated garlic. Just sprinkle a little in there. And then one egg. And then some chopped green onions. I'm going to use 2 of them, I think. Okay, next goes in the green onions. And we're going to squeeze half a lemon. Heather just came in, so she's giving me crap. All right, I'm going to mix all this up. Okay, it feels a little wet, so I'm going to put some more crackers in. All I've done here is put some panko breadcrumbs down, form the patties and set them on top, and then I'm going to sprinkle some over the top of these guys. And then I'm going to heat my pan up. And we'll fry them up, and then they're going to go on top of our salad. So, and I'll get the verdict from Heather whether they taste any good or not. So let's cook them up now. All right, let's get these in the skillet. If I can get them to stay together long enough here. It's just above medium. I think if you left it on medium long enough, it might work, but it's on number 6 out of 10, so just to give you an idea how hot I have it. So we'll let these cook for a little while and flip them and see if they taste any good. Okay, these have been cooking about 5 minutes now. I'm going to attempt to flip them without them breaking up. I don't know how that's going to work, but... Hey, I got the first one. It looks about perfect. These smell delicious. I have no idea how they're going to taste. Ooh, hurt my hand. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, I'm going to do about, say, 4 or 5 more minutes. On this side, I did turn the heat down to medium. Once it all got heated up to the level I wanted it. So another 4 or 5 minutes. We're going to taste these, see if they're any good, see if Heather likes them. And I'll let you guys know if it's worth trying on your own. Alright, I cooked these about 4 more minutes on the other side, and I'm going to say they're probably done here for sure. So over to the paper towel. I'm going to let them cool. Hit them with a little bit of lemon, and then we'll put them on top of the salads. And I'll have Heather taste it and see what she thinks. Over we go. Little lemon. Okay, I just pulled off a piece. I'm gonna take a bite. It smells fantastic. Blow on it a little bit here. These don't have a sauce on them yet. They're pretty moist in the middle though. I mean, they're crispy on the outside and moist in the middle. Almost like a hush puppy texture. Okay, I think they're good enough for Heather to try. I'm gonna bring her in here and let's see what she thinks. I might hit it with just a little bit more lemon here. Okay. That Heather? It's Vivian. Just the person I didn't want to see. This is the real taste test since I made these for Heather. They might be a little hot, so you might have to blow on them.
What?
Yeah. Should we get a shot of the... Okay. Hurry up. Yay or nay? I made them just for you so you didn't have to pick out bones, but there might be a couple bones still in there, so just be a little careful. What do you think? As good as crab cakes? Thumbs up or down?
That's pretty good.
All right, yay, a success. Okay, so I'm gonna plate these up and I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Okay, so here's the final result. We have a little, this is just a little kit salad, and have the dressing on with the little Parmesan cheese, and it is ready to eat. So I will see you guys later, and I'll probably make this again sometime. I think it's really good.